Okay, so I just got done with getting 4,000 steps trained on the model that you saw in the previous video. So it put out a in progress one, and I don't have the hours for my computer to run right now to get to the full 10,000 steps. So for now, this will be test 6.1, I think it is. All those numbers before was just me trying to get Colmap and whatnot running. So test 6 is when I finally got something. Currently have the exact same training happening, but this one is without something called validation for the nerds happening in there. So I just want to see if the quality is any different with these two things happening, and the size of the final splat. But for now, I've got a file to look at. This is just an example. So let's have a look. 4,000 splat. Let's throw that in there and see what we've got going on. Interesting. Definitely a lot of geometry here. Okay. Weird. Oh, there's a camera. Okay, so maybe I need to go this way a bit. Oh. Oh wow. In some ways, it's almost like harder or worse than the first. Interesting. I don't even know how to get a good view on this. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, let's see. Is there anything else before? Definitely something. Yeah, I wish I could find that angle of view where I had like a camera. Oh. Oh, here we go. Finally, holy cow. Just had to like zoom out and then zoom back in. Alright, okay. Oh, I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I mean, I guess this makes sense. The angle on the images were kind of from this, somewhat from this back left, and then a little bit should be like also somewhat visible from like straight on, a little bit off to the right. Because remember in that last clip you could like clearly make out a person, which I know was an officer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so there's that phone still, you know. And oh, if I just tilt the camera up here, you can see the camera that they use for the actual tracking, you know, which is kind of interesting. This kind of, you can bring the shape of, oh, who was that? I guess different things come into view or something, depending. Yeah, shit's difficult, huh? Especially when I'm using like such shitty data. Well, in terms of making a Gaussian Splat, shitty data. I don't know what you think about the images. It's a different story. I'll show you the images that were used to make this. I'll make this pretty small so you can actually see it. So this is one shot. And trust me, I know that these are not an optimal set to make images with, you know what I mean? Like 100%. That wasn't the point with this. It was just to literally just to run the program just to see if I could even get anything to work. So this is going to be the one that has the most amount of like data to work with. And as you can imagine, it doesn't really have any way to make much of a three-dimensional shape out of this guy, right? I think really what I was kind of curious about is like what kind of detail could I get on this, right? On this camera. So, yeah, if we think about that and we make the focus be this guy up here, well, I don't know. It's hard. But did I get anything on him? I don't know. In some ways, I feel like that 2000 training was better. But let's see, where's this one at? 349. I don't think it's gonna get done in time for me to have a look at it. But if we look at what that first one without the validation looked like, you know, I think in some ways like the less validation is better. I kind of wonder what it would look like if I ran it with like, you know, say 100 steps.